The terminal fell silent as a white gate agent sneered, snatched a boarding pass from a black entrepreneur's hand, and ripped it to shreds in front of everyone. "People like you don't fly executive class," she spat, her voice sharp enough to cut the air. Gasps erupted, phones shot up, and humiliation scorched his dignity. Security closed in, passengers protested, and it looked like he'd be dragged out in shame. But 15 minutes later, the man they mocked would profoundly impact them all. The departures terminal pulsed with movement, suitcases, chatter, and boarding announcements. At gate C-17, a line formed for a flight to a major city. Before we continue, tell us where in the world you are watching from. Drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoy this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more powerful content like this. Executive class passengers moved confidently forward. Near the front stood a black entrepreneur in a tailored charcoal suit. His name was Jamal Carter. Calm, focused, he extended his ticket toward the gate agent with a polite smile. The woman, Brenda Schmidt, barely looked up. Her crisp uniform gleamed, her lips pressed thin, her eyes narrowing. "This pass looks fake," she said flatly. Jamal frowned. "No, it's not. Purchased directly through the airline, seat 1A. Her voice sharpened, carrying across the terminal. "Don't try it. People like you don't fly executive class." Heads turned. The chatter hushed. Phones came up. Jamal kept his composure. "Check the system, you'll see." But Brenda snatched the boarding pass from his hand, and in one motion, deliberate, merciless, she tore it in half. The sound was small, but it thundered. Gasps rippled. Arthur Finch muttered, "Did she just?" Jamal stared at the shredded ticket. Humiliation spread like wildfire. He had flown 1,000 flights, built companies from nothing. But here, he was reduced to nothing. Brenda barked, "Step aside. Security will deal with you." 2 guards approached. A supervisor, Karen Miller, appeared, backing Brenda instantly. "Sir, comply, or you'll be arrested for disruption." Chloe Green protested. "He didn't do anything wrong." We all saw it. Karen turned cold eyes on them. "Anyone interfering will be removed." The crowd hushed, but phones stayed raised. Every second was captured. Jamal exhaled slowly. "You're making a mistake." Brenda laughed. "The only mistake is you thinking you belong in executive class." The guard stepped closer. Jamal felt the urge to shout, but he didn't. Instead, he reached calmly into his briefcase. "Since you're questioning who I am," his voice carried steady, deliberate, "let me clarify." He pulled out a sleek folder embossed with silver lettering. Inside lay contracts, sealed and signed. He held one aloft for all to see. "My name is Jamal Carter, CEO of Horizon Logistics. My company owns 34% of this airline's domestic routes." The terminal erupted. Gasps, shouts, disbelief. Cameras zoomed in. Karen paled. Brenda's smirk collapsed into slack-jawed horror. The guards froze, exchanging panicked glances. Jamal's tone cut sharper now. "You tore up my boarding pass. You accused me of fraud. You humiliated me in front of hundreds, all while live streams are rolling. So tell me, what do you think happens next?" Chloe raised her phone higher, whispering, "It's already trending." Brenda's lips trembled. I didn't know," Jamal snapped. "You didn't care to know, and now the world knows you. This airline will answer for it." The terminal roared with murmurs. A chant even started, "Justice, justice!" Within minutes, the airline's corporate office was on the line. Executives scrambled to contain the inferno as live streams hit millions of views. News anchors cut into broadcasts. The hashtag torn ticket blazed across social media. Jamal outlined his terms with the calm precision of a man used to commanding boardrooms. The gate agent, Brenda Schmidt, terminated immediately. Her supervisor, Karen Miller, suspended. Mandatory anti-bias training for all frontline staff. Installation of AI bias detection at all gates. $500,000 in donations to community aviation scholarships. A public apology aired across every major channel. The CEO, Eleanor Vance, on the other end of the call, agreed to every demand. She had no choice. The world was watching, and Jamal Carter was the man holding the keys to their survival. Brenda collapsed into her chair, trembling, her career in ashes. Karen stared blankly at the floor, reputation in ruins. But Jamal wasn't gloating. He didn't smile. He simply turned to the passengers who had stood in silence and said, "Remember this moment. Power doesn't come from uniforms or counters. It comes from truth, and truth always wins." Applause thundered through the terminal. Phones rose higher, capturing everything. 15 minutes earlier, he had been humiliated, dismissed, stripped of dignity. Now, the same people who mocked him stared in awe at the man who had just brought an airline to its knees. As Jamal finally boarded, the ticket replaced Chloe Green, who had defended him, whispered, "Thank you for standing tall." He nodded once. "Not for me, for all of us." The cabin door closed behind him. The engines roared to life. And in that moment, the airline that had tried to break him was now shackled by his power. The torn ticket, meant to erase him, had instead become the weapon that reshaped everything. This wasn't just a ticket. It was a test of dignity. And you saw how fast arrogance crumbled when truth came to light.